Okay, hello chat. As you can see, we are on Minecraft again tonight. More or less, just loading bits quickly. I should have got this ready, but yeah. Quick side thing, might have to disappear for a little while. Well, for about 5 minutes or so till my mum brings in shopping. It's the least I can do. She does shopping. So the least I can do is help her take it in. So, yeah. We're gonna equip these slippers because I like the look of these slippers. Look, they look adorable. So yeah, so if we do, I'll put on my playlist. You'll have music to listen to. It'll be the stream-friendly playlist though, so that'll be fine. Internet might cut out throughout it. I'm having to use the HDMI cable for the laptop so that the laptop can charge. No, not charge. Can load the changes for the videos, for the YouTube stuff, because I've got one that's going out tomorrow. And still trying to sort out the copyright claims on there. It literally goes out tomorrow. And there's still a couple of songs that need to be sorted. Back in one moment. Okay, so chat, I will be in creative. That is purely because the thing we are building needs me to be in creative for it. I could do it in survival. And we could be stuck doing this build for about a month. Or I can do it in creative and have it done in about 4 or 5 days. So, yeah. Warning, there will be. This will be the last. I figured out a way around it though. More or less starting from Monday, I'm going to have my backup account bit, so the guest account one, where I bring on the second controller. That one's going to be permanently in creative, so that one can handle any creative things. It should also stop the wipe from when, when it wipes all the villagers away. It should also stop that, because it won't be a change of bits. So yeah. So, we are building this bit. Need to get this done. So that way we can kind of... We're doing the first one of these tomorrow. If the other person joins. If not, it'll be the next Saturday. But if Peak Hyder joins tomorrow morning, then we'll be doing this. But I don't think they will though, because I kind of left them yesterday, or the other day. They said about joining back later. And what I hadn't realised was just how late it was and how tired I was. So, yeah. Only about 10 minutes after that did I actually log out of the whole Xbox thing and go to sleep. Oh well. Yeah, so this is how I'm doing the stair process. I did it with slime blocks for the top half, but then I realised that it'd be fine with any blocks, so just doing it with these. So it's going in a process. So we've got 3. So this one's 3 half slab. We'll kind of stair to half slab. 4, and then 5, and then we've got 3, 4, and then this will be where it kind of stops, and we'll fill in the ground underneath it. Because otherwise it's just going to be giant. Yeah. Our work's been crazy. So it felt like I was sneaking out of work today. So on Mondays I'm supposed to have my early. And as you know, I've told kind of during the week, I didn't get my early. So I thought I was going to take it Tuesday, and then Richard kind of get more of this done. I tried to get this done off camera, but kind of gonna do it on camera today. And then, except, as you know, I got asked to stay behind, which was annoying. So, more or less, I've ended up, after deciding not to take it Tuesday, I was like, you know what? I'll take it Friday, and Friday can be kind of my early. And then I did dinner bits, and then was waiting for this, And then I discovered that my mum was doing shopping. And it was like, she might need me to help carry stuff in. Well, she says help. Chat, I say she just can't be bothered to carry it herself. And I probably shouldn't be talking about this 5 minutes into the video. So, yeah. Anyway, it's too late now. Kind of thing. So, what ends up happening is she'll ask me to help, which... So, the reason I think that she kind of just can't be bothered to carry it in herself, because I carry stuff in of almost kind of equal weight from... Let's see, well, from kind of Tesco to here, to my house, and I walk it. So I walk it for about half an hour, but it takes me about 40 to 50 minutes. She has a car. And kind of, she would only be carrying it and sorting it all out for about 10 minutes. I'm sure. And then you think, oh, okay, well, as soon as you help out with that bit, she puts it away. And some bits she does. Some bits she kind of gets out, uses partially. Other than that, no. And I've tried it before, of leaving the shopping, because it's normally me that then puts it away. Yes, hello, Jess. Yes, you can make your towel. Hello. Okay. But yeah, I tried it before, just like, oh yeah. Kind of, I'll leave the shopping there and see if kind of she then puts it away, because I'm not doing it. And no, it sat there. Until eventually I put it away because it had frozen stuff in. It's like, seriously. And normally I don't mind so much for putting the shopping away. Mainly because I see it as she's gone out and brought it. So the least I can do is put it away. But when she's got easy stuff and or even just a singular box and it's like, oh yeah, can you come help me take this in? It's like, you can easily carry that by yourself. You don't need me. No. Oh well. We got new shoe delivery again today, chat. Which was really helpful. Oh, no, it was partially helpful. So, we had 4 totes today. Which isn't much. But, kind of... It's better than no delivery. And... 1 tote was men's. The other 3 were women's. Which you might be thinking, oh okay, so what's wrong with that? What's wrong with it, chat? It's the fact that we drastically need men's shoes. Men's shoes, I'm getting my co-workers moaning because there's too much gap in between the shoes. When there is no stock to physically fill the gap. It's like, you can't fill it. And they're just like, oh, but there's too much space in between these. It's like, well, try and find something out of thin air to fill the bloody gap then. But at least that's what I say in my head. Out loud, I'm just like, yeah. But I've started going back now. I've started saying that there isn't any stock for it. And I've only had one who hasn't kind of backed down from that. The others are kind of just like, oh yeah. But no. And let's do that one. Let's just do this. Oh. But that was... And boom. But no. So yeah, my day's been eventful. Hopefully yours has been better. But the shoes. I got asked to cover ladies at one point. There was the one one of the workers who I don't particularly like that much was on fitting room. And she used to never be on there. She was always on jewellery. And now they've started putting her onto fitting room. And it's like, no. Because it's really... She criticises my work. Where others are fine with it. The managers are fine with it. The managers had a problem. They would come to me about it. They're not the kind of ones to be like, oh, actually, we won't say this because it might hurt her feelings. They will come and say it to me if they have a problem with my work. Kind of thing. And the managers are fine with it. They're fine with me leaving the bottom glass shelf completely clear of shoes. Because they can see that there's no shoes for it to go there. No, the work I don't like, oh no, that's not fine. That's got too many kind of gaps if I leave that there. If I leave that shelf free. That's too much of a gap. I need to put at least 2 shoes on there. Which then when you haven't got the stock, means that kind of... So all the managers care about is that it looks nice and that the top shelf has shoes on. Which I can understand. So the top shelf is supposed to be the eye catcher shelf, but it's too high for that. You kind of... Only giants can see the top shelf. So I'm quite tall, so I'm 5'8" roughly. And I can barely see the top shelf. Kind of the actual top shelf bit. It's not that much. It's a little bit above my head. So I can just about see it to see if it's need anything. So let's say kind of, because you're not going to have a giant person with kind of size 3 feet. That just would be disproportionate kind of thing. So let's say you've got someone who's got size 2 shoes. They then go to that bit, or size 2, size 3 section. They don't even come up halfway on there, usually. Well, sometimes they do. But they're not going to come up that tall. So how they're expected to then not only see, but also to actually reach the shoes on the top shelf, I've got no idea. So I know I definitely, when they're quite small, I don't expect them to put them back in the proper place. Because they're not going to reach it. I mean a mean way to them, but they're just physically, they won't be able to reach it. It's like, no. See, yeah, my work's a little crazy on the theories and ideas. At least they pay though. That's one good thing, they pay. And I have a feeling she'll be getting in soon, so I'm going to load up the playlist ready. Okay. There we go. Just that way it's kind of... I can keep an eye on it. If it needs to, then all I have to do is turn up the volume and press play on that bit. But there is a thing of the, like before, I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. We do have a policy now, there is no more Lovejoy songs on stream. Purely because I am not dealing with the copyright. It is due to the whole Lovejoy songs being copyrighted that I'm still trying to get this YouTube video out. Well, to lose its copyright claim bit. I don't want it to have the tag on it. So I still lose any money gained from it, but it wasn't gaining money anyway. So it's kind of they're taking nothing off me. But instead, all they've taken is from themselves. Because before they had free advertisement, because there is a chance that out of the over 7 billion people on the planet that someone happens to be watching kind of my videos who hasn't heard of Lovejoy. There will be that chance. And then might hear it through there and decide, you know what, actually we like these. But now they kind of have had to take the sun out of it for the whole copyright thing. They're not gonna have that. So they are just taking away their free publicity. So they weren't paying me. They're not paying me to publicise it. So yeah, all they've done is lost their free publicity now. No. And then I don't think our friend would join us in this gameplay session. And I last checked, they were on Roblox. Which, yeah, oof. So, don't think he'll join, or don't think they'll join us, but doesn't matter. Actually, probably be better in a way that they're not, because obviously it'd be quite hard to explain why I'm in creative. The villagers are nearly completely done. I've just got to sort out a few of the special ones, and then they're done. So they're nearly fixed. After kind of breaking it, which it's taken ages. I played last night, and I was doing it for a good few hours. Nearly went on this morning, except I then dawdled. I had an hour spare, and I was like, oh, I know, instead of doing this, I'm just going to not do anything for the hour. Instead of actually doing work. So, that was fun. And then went to log on, it's like, actually, what time is it? I have work, and as soon as I finished that sentence, my watch started buzzing, going, oh yeah, it's 11. You got work in an hour. Need to get ready. I was like, oh shoot. I have to get ready to leave. It's funny. I'm so glad it's the weekend. And that I don't work weekends. Because it's just, no. So I love my work, but my work is slowly killing me. Kind of the amount of times. So Ellie reckons I'm going shoe blind, which I'm starting to think might be a thing. Didn't even know that such thing existed, but I get what she's saying. Because the amount of times I have a shoe and then go to put it away, or go to put it with its pair, and its pair just isn't there. There is just no shoe there. So I take it with me thinking, okay, well maybe it's from a different section and the customers put it back in the wrong place. And I can't see anything. I look around the whole floor and can't see anything. And then I think, okay, well, I'll find out what bit this is. Maybe it's in there. Kind of have another look in a bit. Have a fine tuning of what size it is. So I check it. The most recent one was size 5. Kind of the most recent shoe I had to do like that. So I had to look during the size 5s. Nothing there. I was thinking, so I am going absolutely crazy. And I examined every single shoe on the shelf. And it just wasn't there. So I thought, okay, well maybe they put in the size 6s because the size 6 is opposite the size 5. And customers don't like to just turn round and put it back where it should be. Instead they go, oh okay, size 6 is, that bit's just there. And it's, I want to say there's a space, but no, they even do it when there's no space and they just put it on top. So it's more of a, oh, I'm looking at that. I'm going to put it there. That's more what goes through the head. Not, oh, I'll put it back where it should be, or kind of, this is easiest to reach. No, instead it's, oh, this bit's there. I'm going to put it there because I'm looking at that. Which gets annoying in trying to find other bits. So I looked for all the sixes, wasn't there. And I thought, you know what, maybe someone, because it's a size 5, people often think that size 3 is a 5 and 5 is a 3. So I thought, maybe someone thought it's a size 3. Went and had a look for all the size 3s, not there. And I thought, okay, well, there's a chance they might have thought it's a size 8, because it's, even though an 8 is blue and a size 5 is pink, people occasionally think that a size 5 is a size 8. I had to look through, nothing. I thought, you know what, I give up, I'm going to come back to this shoe later, it is driving me crazy. Put it down. Less than a minute later, I go back to it, and the shoe that I was looking for, directly across from me. Well, no, 2 shelves along from where it was. Less than 5 minutes after I gave up, the missing one was 2 shelves along. And it's like, seriously? I'd spent at that point about 20 minutes looking for that shoe. And it was nowhere. I was thinking, I'm going to have to put this down as one of the lost shoes. And lo and behold, it's there. And it's like, no. And then I had a pair of boxed lady slippers. So, what I mean by that is that we sell slippers which don't come under don't come under shoes, but under sleepwear. And at Christmas, we got in a bunch of them that were in boxes, kind of thing. So you could see one of them, and then the other one was hidden underneath the box, or inside the box. And I was looking around for it, and couldn't see them. Yes, hello, Jess. Then ended up, where was I? Yeah, looking around for it, couldn't see them. And I thought last time we had them was Christmas, with where they were at the front of the store, but they're not at the front of the store anymore. Instead, we've got, I don't know what we've got, but we've got something else. So, okay, well, they're not there. And then I thought, okay, well, Kim's over in that bit, she'll know. She knows where a lot of the bits are, kind of thing. So, went over, asked her, and she went, at the front of the store. And I thought, it's not there, but fine. Well, she said that was where she had last saw them. So I thought, okay, do you know what? Maybe she's seen them since I have. Maybe they're there. Couldn't see anything. I asked. Oh, hold on, chat. Hey. What? Do you need help bringing stuff in? Okay. I'll be back, chat.
Guy that you find stalking your affection, your social media scour, you seek police intervention. 'Cause I base my ideals on obsessive media. Maybe if I act like them, you'll respond to my DM. best I'll be honest. If I could change a single thing, I'd make it me and not him. He's in your bed, I'm in your Twitch chat. I got the key and he's just a doormat. Even though he's got social skills, that doesn't mean I can't pay the bills. Anyway, make the most of him, 'cause she moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, oh. Your new boyfriend's an asshole.
Okay, chat. I am back. Might have accidentally played a copyright song. Might not. I'll find out afterwards. Because as it turns out, Twitch don't tell me as it's happening. So, yeah, I'll find out afterwards. More or less we'll do like we did with the Christmas one. If it is copyright, then I'll remove the VOD from here and kind of I'll unpublish it. If it isn't, then it'll stay up. If it does get removed, it'll be going onto the YouTube, but with the muted song, with the song muted. So, yeah. Okay, so what we're doing on this bit is where that goes into naturally or natural land, we're not getting rid of that. Apart from there, because that's just odd. We're just going to kind of incorporate it. Because back when, it's like the time era this build is themed on, they wouldn't have been able to do that. She hasn't eaten her breakfast. So I've taken it up. I thought you were asking if I wanted it. I think it's like, no. Okay. Yeah, where this is filmed on, well, themed on Egyptian type things, it just seemed right that a challenge that is going to be floating in the sky. For a start, having it floating in the sky looks weird, but then kind of they would be themed on Egyptian type bits. Just seem to flow. Kind of at a later date, we'll decorate the inside a little bit more because it is quite bland at the moment. We've got invisible barrier blocks and a small bit of design on the flooring. But for now, we are just going to focus on getting it built so that when it comes to tomorrow, actually, we do that bit. And then that bit. Thinking like that. There we go. So yeah. When it comes to tomorrow, we have got the kind of build bit. No, not build, the challenge. So we'd rather get it built tonight rather than have to put it off. They could still end up being put off. So tomorrow's plans though, for the stream wise. So we've got our morning stream, which if all goes to plan will be the challenge. Then kind of after that we'll be doing some mini games on kind of the Hive, really, because the Hive is very glitchy, on Mineplex. Might go onto the Hive for some Death Run. Then we've also got our midnight stream, which I'm thinking we might do some Minecraft dungeons. Or potentially a different game. I'll see. Oh yeah, we've got some maps to go through. So yeah, so tomorrow morning stream, we will be doing this and then some mini games. or we'll be looking at some maps, some new world bits, and then the mini games. Depends on what happens on the day. Currently, it's set to be this bit, but as you know, that can all change in kind of a blink of an eye kind of thing. Right, and then we got that bit, and then nope. That one, and then that one. We're just gonna fill in this grass bit. Rather than trying to make it look more natural, we're just gonna fill this bit in. Because otherwise we're gonna be there ages. Right, and then we want that one, and then we want that one. So we're very much, as you can see, we're trying to make it look as though it's the biggest aesthetic for this is to just try and make it look as though it was naturally there, and we've discovered it. That's the main focus point of the builds. That way it's less that we've built it. Which sure, for some bits we can't do that. It's like obviously player houses can't really make it look as though they've been there the whole time unless we give them the villager type aspect, which kind of, they don't look nice anymore. I prefer the old villager houses. So yeah, we're stuck on that bit, but for scenery bits and for big builds like this, we can give it more natural vibe to it. Yeah. And I forgot that was the reason why I was placing the lapids down. So if you do it too high up in the block, then it puts them as upside down stairs. Or it just puts them at an angle. Which always... So I started doing the block underneath, so that way it's got something to kind of connect onto. Except, occasionally I forget. Or it reaches this bit where there is none because I decided to stupidly start it halfway through. So it's easier when you're getting an overhead view to it, as it seems, because then it's kind of, you're not so much, it's all, it was easier. Yep. That's another thing. It doesn't go straight to the side, but it ends up going back and forth. So it starts drifting too far forward. So then I move it backwards. And then it goes too far back. So then I move it forwards again. And that bit. Until we end up with it going like that. Or like that bit. Because it kind of, sometimes it does the layer, sometimes it doesn't. It depends on, I think it depends on how the game's feeling and the angle that you're at. Or it does this, which is useless. Why would I want them that way? Oh, and then I discover, because I wasn't paying attention properly, that this was supposed to be slabs. And all of that work is useless. So it seems like we will have a lot to put in. Or a lot of the ground to fill in underneath. Which is annoying, but at the same time understandable. Because we are doing it on a mountain bit. It's not as though we're starting off on a completely flat ground to begin with. It's someone. Okay. We're gonna just start it from here. That way we can see where each bit's at. And then we go there. Okay, so we got that bit. And this route. Nope, there we go. Still in the same line. Still in the same line. Still in the same line. There we go. Still in the same line. Oh, nope. Nope. There we go. Up. Of course it's not high enough for it to be that one. Nope. It's annoying that but not high enough for it to kind of link up properly. But at the same time, we're high enough up so that it kind of also will do that. Okay. Screw it, we're going back to the flying. So occasionally you can get it so that you can just walk and place it. And other times it decides, no, we don't like you. Can't do that. Yeah, you can see how big this is and why I'm capping it off there. And not carrying it down to the ground level all over. Because this is very much so if I go to this bit, oh for pity's sake. So the finishing Y level is 76 and the highest point of it is 119. This is definitely one of the biggest I've done. I wouldn't say it's the biggest, but definitely one of. Trying to think of the biggest one I've done. So 76 to 119 for a start. That is, how many is that? 30 to get it to 106 and then plus 13. So that's 43 blocks tall. So yeah, definitely done taller. Because with that being only 43 blocks tall, I reckon the farm is taller. We'll check it out in a little bit. Once we've got the outside bit done, we'll check out the farm, see if it's taller. I believe it is though. I've definitely gone lower down on underground bits. And the mountains would have been taller. Yeah. But this is still quite a big thing, especially as when you consider it's not so much for this one, the height of the build. It's more the width and length of the build. Because this goes for miles. It is just each time it's going out by another one. So currently it is, let's see, so we've got, okay, 3550 to this is 90 blocks wide currently. just going all the way along there. And then this one was 1483 to 1573. So yeah, so currently it's 90 by 90. And I don't know why I just went and measured that. It's a square, of course it's going to be 90 by 90. This is what work does to you. It ruins the ability to have some common sense. Okay, and then we've got that bit. Right, and there, and then there. Okay, so we've got here. Same line, same line, same line, same line, same line. And saying same line, so it helps me remember to stay in the same kind of track. That way we know which block we're building on. I say we, I know which block I'm building on. Oops. And boom. You can always tell when it's done one that's kind of upside down because it just suddenly has a little jutting point instead of being flat. Well, not so much flat, but instead of it being the same, it just, yeah, there's a little peak. Stupid stairs. I hate building out of stairs, and yet they give the most realistic impression for the build. And then slabs are the second worst block to build out of, because slabs like to double up on themselves. Okay, there is just 2 more layers to do of stairs, and then it is just filling in the ground, where we're gonna have to fill in and light up everything underneath it, just so that it stops mob spawning. We'll not necessarily fill in, but we'll fill up the outside and raise the ground to meet the new level. And then the inside of it we'll leave for now, because it's not 100% needed. Just like, if I raise up the ground level, then you're not going to know that this part of it is down here. And then I can go and fill this in. Not completely, because that will take forever. But at least enough so that it's not noticeable that there was ever anything there. Obviously, chat, for those who see these streams, then, and later YouTube video will know that there was stuff there. But for everyone else, that bit won't exist. Okay, forget about the same track. Okay, so it's that one. Confusing as where one ends and the next one begins. You know what doesn't help is how the game, because we're going quite fast, the game just suddenly glitches at times. Which just doesn't help the concentration. And down here we go. Two more bits. Although this isn't the biggest build I've done, I would say it's definitely the most annoying. Well, no, joint most annoying. The most annoying one I'd say I've done, other than this, was done one of the few times I was able to play PC Minecraft. Except, so we didn't have... So the school, obviously they're not going to pay out for Minecraft because they're a school. So it's not going to look good if in their kind of reasonings, well, in their budget, it's like, oh yeah, we bought the kids Minecraft. Yeah, they're not going to do that. So what they had done was they got for the games club, they got Minecraft, but Black Market Minecraft. So it was Minecraft, but it had a few extra bits in there, kind of thing. But other than, still very much Minecraft though. Just had a few other blocks, other than that basic game. Except they also then, because it was Black Market Minecraft, it changed some of the bits. And at this time, I was into building giant houses, kind of thing. I just kind of, the bigger it was, the better. Don't know why I was into building giant houses, but I was into building giant houses. And I also wanted to flex on people. And back in those, it sounds really weird, but back in those days, the biggest way to flex on somebody, and it still is partially, not as much, but still is how many diamonds you have. So, whilst we were doing it, I was like, you know what, I'm going to build the biggest diamond tower house that I can. Because then it's kind of, I'm just flexing on all the other people there. And fit in with my giant. So that's what I did. I built a giant one. And then I was like, well, actually, I don't really like the look of the diamond block. Kind of thing. Don't want to just look at that the whole time. So I was like, I know. I'm going to go and instead put something else in there, which I liked the look of the bookshelves. So I was like, yep, I'm going to do that. And except because of the game, because it was Black Market Minecraft, kind of, you're not just going to have bookshelves. They're not going to be the regular bookshelves. So what had happened was, as I was doing it, if you clicked them only, then it would open. If you clicked them, it would open the bookshelf, and kind of you could put books in there, which might not seem so bad, except I was building a giant tower inside walls out of bookshelves, which really was just like, huh? So then at every chance the game was like, oh yeah, nope, you now opened this. I haven't opened it. And the game was like, nope, you have opened this. And I was like, I opened it. And so yeah, so it still ended up being a giant flex, until it got destroyed by some annoying kids who essentially one of the others destroyed one of their builds. So, well, no, they destroyed someone's build, and then that person was like, hang on a minute, you can't do that. That's my build. So they went and got revenge. Because, as you do. It's like your teens, of course, you go and get revenge for someone destroying your build. Actually, yeah, we'll just destroy this. I thought this bit was longer. And then them lot got into full-on massive kind of destruction thing, which I didn't have a part of, kind of thing. I was just building my own house and doing my own thing. I didn't really care. And then they went and destroyed my house for no reason. I think just because I was friends with the people that were destroying their stuff because they destroyed the other person's stuff in the first place. Wait. Oh, I've gone too far again. Oh. Great. It was just like, seriously? So, yeah, then after, so that group had been going on for that point several months, and it was once a week, and was each time. So I had put in way too many hours. What ended up happening? Way too many hours. So yes, I then went on a rampage and destroyed their stuff. I was like, yeah, no. You destroyed all of my stuff. Now I'm going to destroy your stuff. And the people didn't like it, so of course they didn't. Who would like someone coming along and destroying their stuff? And I was like, yeah, no. So a few of them were just like, oh, you're doing this because you're mean people. And we were like, no, we're doing this because you destroyed our stuff for no reason. It's like we hadn't done anything to them. And they decided, oh no, we're just going to go around and destroy all of their stuff. I think they just got bored. It goes in my head, just like, well, if you'd got bored, just leave the group, find something else to do. Okay. Let's do this bit. We are nearly there, chat. And then I can close this as being done. But I need to put the books in. And then we're going to fix the villagers. I'm going to fill in ground level bits another night. I'm just going to build a bridge to it for now. Okay. Now that that's done, so we've got here. And we want to get rid of the lapis and bring in, we'll do this one. I forgot about that. I give up on that. Nope. I put that fencing on the 1-1. Do you want that bit? Because this is going to be the outside. We're going to have the fencing on. I just didn't build that far enough. Now that that's done, we then just do this. And it is done. Temporarily, at least. I am, however, just going to bring these down. Just so it looks as though it's being held up and it's less floaty. Okay, that bit's got one. But that bit doesn't need it, I don't. Oh, it does. Okay. Let's put that there. And almond time. This way. So, with the villagers, the way we're going to do it is all apart from one of the librarians, we're going to just trade with, make sure it's at the max level. The one librarian that's chosen, we're going to let out of its little cage and kind of do the trade cycle. And then once it's got mending, because apparently mending can be kind of the first book. Once it's got mending, we're then going to trade with it, look in the book, and then go and, what was it? So trade with it, look in the book, and go and take away the table, its crafting bench bit, its workbench, and put it back in so that we can put it back in its cage. Because at that point, once it's locked in, even if we remove it, the trade will still stay the same. It won't kind of change. We just need to get locked in first. So let's just check this bit. So alright, let's do the highest point. Highest point. Highest point is 128. And lowest point is 72. So that makes that 56. Oh, so this is smaller. Not by much, but smaller. I think, no, the other one was 43. So yeah, so this is taller by 15. And actually, we're just gonna break this. We don't need those there. Okay. And boom. I believe I did all apart from the mending one. But we're just gonna double check them. Okay, your max level. Your max level. And yep. Okay. Uh-oh. You've been traded with. Oh, it's this one. Okay, phew. I panicked then. I panicked that I'd accidentally traded with it. So we're just gonna get this one to max level. And then we need books for him and then ink sacks. So, books. And ink sacks. Okay, so, Aqua Affinity. Oh, here's some rubbish trades. And then we can do that bit. Okay. So what's his current trade is blast protection. Blast prop 3. What do you want? No. Infinity, nope. We've got too many arrows for infinity to be useful. Bookshelf. Bookshelf. What's it want now? What's it? Nope. Apparently this is the quickest way to get it. Silk touch. Could be useful, but no. I found our spare silk touch pick up diamond pick. Just gonna grab this. Nope. Stones, no. It's in line that he's coming out with some good ones. They're just not the ones that we need. Well, the one that we need. Oh, this is it. Okay. So, in case before I accidentally place one down. Alright, we need to go. We need to lock in this trade. We're just gonna trade all of the paper bits. And then Silk Touch. Oh, this is a good one. So what does he want? He wants emeralds and books. Okay. That's this page. Books. And emeralds. Then go and get this bit. So it's not a nice price at the moment. Which means that we will be doing kind of having him be zombified and then curing him. Silk Touch and piercing. Okay. Kind of, I wouldn't necessarily pick that one, but that is a good, still a good one. Okay, so now we're going to do this. Obviously none of these items will be kept. We will be getting rid of them. Purely because they're items gained through creative mode. Okay. And yes, it's kept it. Alright, we're gonna go slash time. And we're gonna go midnight. So now what we want instead is need a where is it? Where are they? You got we want a gaffle and weakness. Where's weakness? Night vision, mundane, thick. Weakness. Oh, and then zombie. I'm gonna grab leads because I don't think that they can go in boats. So now we're gonna just drag all of these here. So if we drop them, they'll still be in range for it to count them. Even though they're down here. Just that way we can spawn in the zombie without kind of the golems killing it. And boom. Oh, it's peaceful. Alright, settings. Oh, shoot. There we go. I forgot about that. They all seem to be moving really slowly. Here we go. Oh shoot, the game's lagging. Well, when the game's in hard, it's guaranteed that all villagers that are kind of killed by zombie will turn into zombie villager. Just need to kill all of these. After we don't want them to kill the zombie after we turn it. Oh. Game's back to normal now. Okay. We just gotta wait for it to do its thing. I'm just going to do that bit. Nope. Okay. Oh, nope. Add time set. Midnight. Just so that whilst it's turning, if it turns the day, kind of we could lose it. And I don't fancy flooding the place. Unless if we can get inside its little cage bit ready. I know you just want to... Phew! Okay. And then, whoa, that's gone down from 34 to 9. Then 18-bit, 1 for the Silk Touch. We're not going to do it a second time, just in case. We're chancing it. We were chancing it on that one. We're going to go back into peaceful. Okay, so now it should go and work soon. I do say should. Alright, we're going to come back to that. Need to just fix this bit, fix all the potholes, and change the blocks. So I couldn't be bothered to each time go and find the actual block, so I just used whichever block I clicked on, which was either sandstone or some sort of nether brick. Oh, sugar. Alright, first of all, let's grab Potion of Slowfall. Weakness. Regen, Turtle Master, Strength, Slowness. This is it. Nope. Swiftness, Virus, Invis. There we go. Oh, I forgot can't do that bit. Okay. We need to get him in a boat. Okay. Nope. Why? Okay. Okay, yeah, we should have just done that from the beginning. We're just gonna go grab a new one. I hate having the effect of the slow fall. Yep, and... Alright, what ones do you want? You want wheat. And then all of the other trades for it can just be done with emeralds. Literally, we do that. And do that bit. That bit. And it's full level. That was something I discovered last night actually, which made it go a lot quicker, was how to kind of speed for it. And what we're going to do... There we go. Making it quick on ourselves. I would do the same trick as last time, but where we're not replacing these blocks, we kind of don't need it to, or need it. It would just cause more hassle for us to go back and place the dividers. Oh, that was close. Than it would to just leave them. Whereas on this one we'll be replacing them with trapdoors. Just because it looks cooler. Or maybe not. So it doesn't look that bad like this. Yeah, we're gonna leave them like this. And yeah. So this one has got quick charge and then another bit where his bumped his down as well. Not by much, but by some. I think he's been spreading the word. Wait. They're both... Wait, what? Wait, so... That one's Minden. Oh, these still both max level, that's right. Loyalty. Aqua Affinity. Quick Charge. And Bane of Arthropods. Okay. Yeah. But we had 2 quick charges then. Not that the ones they've got are much better, but still. Okay, so we're just gonna go and kill the ones down there, as well as open up all of these. Or we can use Flash Potion and Decay on them. It does more damage than poison. And then our sword, I think. Still takes a lot to take them out though. So I think we'll crit him with a Netherite sword. This does 8 damage. Okay. Then we're just gonna knock these down. And yeah. You've got this bit which mobs can't get up there. Unless they spawn up here, which hostile mobs can't because it's slabs. We've got our Iron Golem killing machine. this bit. Just gonna shut this. Okay, all that's left. Oh, I do need to put in. Whoops. Let's just go get another firework. I do need to put in one of the bits, just that we are prepared for tomorrow. Okay. Here we go. Alright. We want this way. So you want it to get to 3,000, 1,500. Okay. We should be able to see it soon. Hmm? There's a few bits like this. So it has spawned a tiny bit of it in the ocean. Okay. There we go. Okay, we want this door. Nope, we want this door. And let's just go down here, get redstone signal. Okay. Now to go back to the house to then put it into survival to then be done with it. Well, no, we'll keep the character in creative for now. Just that in the morning, if we do end up adding a bit to it, we're not going straight into... We're not likely to wipe out the villagers. I might go and name tag that one actually. Yeah, I'm going to name tag it. Just in case. So far, name tagged animals don't seem to have despawned. So, for the moment, for the time being, just to be on the safe side, we're going to name tag. Okay, so we've got that bit, and we're gonna call it we're gonna call it Little Champion. Is this one? Yep. Here we go. Now, just in case, it's safe. Right. Okay. We're just gonna see this XP can burn. Actually, we're gonna go on to here. Bing. And that like that. Okay. So, thank you for watching, chat. I will find out in about 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, not only if there was kind of, if the music was copyright, if more than one song played. Hopefully it was only one, at most. Well, hopefully the one that thing was playing when I then paused it wasn't copyright. I clicked the one play button. So I thought I clicked the one for the playlist, but I clicked the one for the playlist that I was listening to on my way home. Which I don't use because I know it's got some songs in there that are copyright. So hopefully at the very worst it's only one song that's played and not multiple. Like before though, if you can't find this one on the Twitch, then it's because it's been muted and I've unpublished it. If you can, then we've got lucky and I can add a new song to the playlist. Hopefully. Well, even then it depends on YouTube. If YouTube says it's okay as well, then we can add the new song to the playlist. However, if YouTube says, nope, this song's bad, then we can't. If Twitch says it's bad, we can't. So yeah, I'll be live tomorrow morning between 8 and 8:30. I'll go live. Kind of thing. Other than that, chat, hope you enjoy. And yeah, so tomorrow's the big challenge bit, potentially. If not, it'll be the week after. We'll find out tomorrow morning. Okay. See you, chat.